I am a neighbor here on Claremont Road. I live across the street, diagonal from where I'm standing to where the fields are going to be proposed. And a lot of the neighbors have very, very grave concerns about the nature of how all of this occurred, how the school district came to this conclusion, and ultimately for all of us, a big, big issue is safety. The number one issue with safety, first and foremost, is the sheer fact that if you were to look at your cameras or anybody were to be on this street, you would see that there are no sidewalks at all, and nor are there going to be. And if cars are parked there, which likely in almost all intents and purposes is going to occur, there's almost no way for cars to get through. Our street, very unfortunately or fortunately, is a cut through from main roads that are right behind us and to the sides of us, and a lot of cars come through here. If any of you have been here for a period of time, you probably noticed at least 2 or 3 cars that went blowing through the stop sign. So that goes to show exactly what the safety issue is. Number 2, parking. The school district talks about the issue of, don't worry, it's going to only be 4 buses a day that are going to go through this area. The reality is that in speaking to neighbors in Ardmore, they said the same thing to them about the parks over there, and now those parks are used and utilized significantly by the township and by the district for baseball. I know directly because I have 2 sons that both use it for Lower Merion baseball, and trying to go and navigate those fields and those areas for parking and for safety is a complete nightmare. Any parent who has been down there will tell you that 100 times. It is absolutely terrible to do that. Finally, the school district talks about safety in the school. And we all know about school shootings, we all know about things of that sort, that we want to make sure that the kids are as safe as possible. The reality is that they can build the school and build walls around the school and have entrances and exits that make it so that they can monitor them. But the reality of the fields behind will be that it is completely unmonitored, which means that you're going to bus a bunch of kids from down the street all the way over to here, and then during that period of time, once they're out here, they are 100% exposed. So if there was going to be an issue, or somebody decided that, hey, this is something I want to look into, they wouldn't go to the school, they would go to the fields. And the same thing would be true for all fields, but the reality is that they're hypocrites and they're going up against themselves. We're also very concerned about the fact that at the end of the day, the school district really never involved the neighbors, and they are very arrogant in the way that they are presenting this to us, and they basically are saying to us, this is the way it's going to be and you have no choice in the matter. When in fact, places like Shipley School built up, and they have that opportunity to do that in the current state that they're in, but they categorically refuse to do it. While it might cost them more upfront, at the end of the day, it's going to cost them less over the next 20 to 25 years of trying to bus kids back and forth between the school, and again, with all the issues that I mentioned before with parking.